brought to you by Devil Dogs Brew and Beans, where you can get your Gators Breakdown private label coffee. Many flavors and options available at devildogsbrewandbeans.com/Gators Breakdown. Hopefully celebrating a commit on Saturday.
Man, I sure hope so. FSU sure talking big.
Yeah. Man, I hope we celebrate a commit and a win next Saturday.
I'll take that. I will take that. And it's not even close, though. Don't even compare the two. Give me a win over Georgia over a commitment, but I'm not.
Hey, a win over Georgia will bring commitment.
That is true. It'll take care of itself. It'll take care of itself a little bit, but I don't. I never put recruiting over the 12 games of football we get. I won't start this week either, but yeah, it's a big one on Saturday. Yeah, it looks like Georgia fading, but maybe on their own decision. Maybe they got some other targets out there. Maybe some reclassification going on. So who knows what's going on there? Does seem to be shaping up as a Florida State battle as we get closer to Saturday for LJ McCray. You heard Corey Bender and I talk about it on the recruiting episode I just released. So Corey doesn't seem as confident. So we did record that last night on Tuesday, but we sit here record this on Wednesday. But Florida, as you heard, as you saw Paul put in the chat, Florida's still doing everything they can right now to this point to make sure LJ McCray not fading by any chance, and we'll see what decision he makes on Saturday.
Yeah, I sure hope we break FSU's heart on Saturday. Like I hope they're just a dagger to their heart, and because we control the whole entire day.
Yeah, it would be nice. First,
this kid is.
Go ahead, Ocho. Nope, maybe he was, but maybe he just went out there. Ocho, I think we lost you. I don't know what happened there, but here's the thing. It's also a great player. Not only would we be beating Florida State, we'd be beating Florida State for a really good player and an in-state player. We need to get these top of recruits in-state and ones that we have certainly been after and targeted for quite some time now. And you want to go win a battle like this. And kind of going back to last week, like we said, kind of continue some of the positive mojo we got. The big, come from behind victory last week versus South Carolina. And what did we all talk about last week when we were doing this? Hey, let's go get a win over South Carolina, and let's kind of continue the positive talk, the positive mojo for Florida. And I can continue Saturday with a big commitment here.
That is true. The last time we got a big win against Tennessee, we got that Waltez Clark kid.
That's right.
So maybe that's the formula.
Having 2 wins in a row, having one on the road, tough game, and then if we were able to close on LJ, that's kind of the first time Billy's showing he can handle and build some momentum.
Yeah, and a week ago when we were talking, I think we thought this was more, and the talk was a Florida-Georgia battle, but now we're talking if you get this win, it's a win over your rival, your in-state rival.
Yeah, give me the trifecta: South Carolina, McCray, and Georgia. Give me the trifecta.
I would take it as well. Well, that is we can talk about it a little bit. I know it'd be definitely talked about next week, but the big news of Brock Bowers being out for Georgia certainly. Put it this way: Georgia's worse without Brock Bowers. There's no breaking news there. There's no Georgia fan that can get mad at anybody saying that. That doesn't mean they can't win. Doesn't mean they can't win another national championship. Doesn't mean they can't be a really, 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 really good team. They are not as good with Brock Bowers on the sideline. So that does, it does lower the ceiling a bit there for Georgia.
Don't tell Brandon Walker that.
Oh, Lord. The last person I ever want to talk to is he's near the top of the list. What did he say, by the way? Did he say they could actually be better?
He basically said that it could be better for Georgia because they'll be spreading the ball around a lot more and everything like that, and be maybe even tougher to defend.
Oh, Lord. No. You don't take one of the best. You don't take one of the best players away in college football from a team and say somehow they're better.
Yeah, so, sounds like that he talks with a clothespin on his nose.
Here, let me put it in perspective of from 2008 to 2009 losing Percy Harvin, and then we can go from there.
I mean, and they lose to Auburn a couple of weeks ago without Brock Bowers. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Now, maybe the game's played differently, of course, but on the surface, if they don't have Brock Bowers in that game, they lose that game.
I will say Georgia has looked human. They were down at halftime to South Carolina. They struggled against Auburn. They have looked human minus, Kentucky. But, I think that's just maybe it's just a terrible matchup for Kentucky.
And look, timing of this too, and we'll get into it next week as well, even more. But here's the thing: they are starting to run the ball better. They are getting healthier. So I know, say they do go on this tear and the run game's going, and they are scoring more points and stuff. A lot of it's timing too. They are getting healthy. They are getting their run game back in a groove as well. Now I think they'll have to rely on it a little bit more. But I think their offense may be trending up anyway because of what they can do in the run game, but now maybe stunted a bit with Bowers, and as they try and kind of figure what they want their game plans to be moving forward for the rest of the season, starting with Florida.
Yeah, I'm real curious to see if what we saw Saturday takes trends forward towards next Saturday in the Georgia game. I mean, when you look at it, offensively, I know a lot of people have said, well, South Carolina's defense was ranked in the 120s or 130s. When I look back at that Charlotte game, it was the same thing, same way, except the offense looked very different. So I'm hoping this trend of, getting a little bit more confidence passing the ball, taking a little bit more risks, maybe opens some things up in the Georgia game to where maybe Georgia won't expect it. Coming into Jacksonville, and maybe that'll make that game a little bit more interesting.
I mean, look, and we knew we had a weapon in Trey Wilson. He's getting more playing time. He's proven to be that weapon. Arlis Sportingham has been unearthed as a weapon the last couple of weeks. So, this team is just figuring some things out as well and getting more experience. The staff now knows how and what weapons they can use. So availability has been a big part of this as well. Is a huge part, I think, of this growth in the offense that we've seen the last couple of weeks. Now, I do want to see how the growth can continue. You've played probably two of the worst defenses you're going to play in conference play the last couple of weeks. But as I always say, do the things you're supposed to do. And these can be stepping stones for the Florida offense. And I still don't know if Georgia's defense is going to tell us the whole story because they can go out there and absolutely shut this offense down just because of who they have on defense and the way they play defense. But Florida can still go on to do some good things on offense the rest of the season. But right now, it would certainly make me feel better if they could go out there and put a good performance against Georgia, given the reputation for their defense. But I do think there are some building blocks there, and I'm eager to see what this bye week can kind of, maybe put together for an even better game plan versus a really good defense. This has been a preview of a Gators Breakdown Plus members chat. You can take part in chats like these by joining Gators Breakdown Plus starting at $3 a month. Link is in the description, and you get access to all these features. You get these extra episodes. You get access to the Discord server where you get to have text chats. It takes part in chats like these as well. Hey, another big bonus, ad-free Gators Breakdown episodes, Q&As, giveaways, custom shout-outs, all that at Gators Breakdown Plus. Link is in the description. Come join us.